iPhone 6s Plus connector repair, and these are probably some of the most. This is probably one of the most painful repairs out there right now, just because it's so tight. And as you can see, the connector is just jacked up. So we're gonna try to fix it and try not to. So I'm taking off the phone right now, and let me get this camera straight here. Okay, let's see if I can get this a little bit more clear. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, so put a little isopropyl alcohol on this foam right here and it comes right off pretty easily. Use 2 tweezers because one's going to drive you crazy. I hate watching somebody do this. That's the worst. So I'll try to make it as least painful for you guys as possible. I'm just like, pull that damn foam! Should have used my damn fingers. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'll do. And then this shit just gets stuck everywhere, all over your fingers and everywhere. Okay, let's just do this. Alright, last one here. Alright, that's it. Done. Okay, so, alright, let's do this. So, this hot air gun's been doing some crazy stuff to me. I'm at 410 now. My other one, my other quick, I'm at 340. So, it's just kind of, I just need to make sure I don't melt other stuff, really. Dang it! I swear to God, man, this freaking board holder here. I hate this board holder. Alright. Yeah, you can melt it. I mean, if you have your hot air temperature set correctly, then normally you can just lift it off. But I obviously have it a little set a little too hot. I just want to make sure I don't rip my pad, so I don't really care about this connector. Need to experiment a little more. There goes my board holder again. Bastard. I'm getting close to spending $50 for a stupid board holder because I'm so sick of this. It's costing me so much time. Dealing with this every freaking day drives me insane, man. I probably have this set a little too hot, but I'm just gonna hold it a little bit further away. Goes. Yes, alright, cool. Alright, out with the old, in with the new. So let's clean off these old pads. You really don't have to clean it too much. So basically, just kind of tint it with. You don't even have to remove the old stuff really. Just make sure every pad is kind of even. So this area is gonna be kind of hard to get access to, but with this JBC, it makes it a lot easier. Alright, so that's good. Let me get my new connector out. Alright, so I'm actually gonna use some heat. I'm gonna turn down my heat a little bit though, because that was just a little bit too hot, I think. So I don't want to melt the plastic. So you definitely don't want to melt anything, but you want to get it hot enough so that you can at least get the ends on, and then you can kind of hand solder the rest. It'll make it a lot easier if you just, because it's the end post that's the hardest to get on. So you really want to use hot air to get it on if possible. So there's a fine line between melting this thing and so okay, so that's pretty straight right now. Just a little hot air here, and hopefully it'll melt, and then it'll kind of sit down a little bit. So I'll just kind of sit here and wait for it. So think of an oven, and you're really getting it just hot enough so that solder melts, but not the plastic. And that takes a little bit of tinkering. Find out exactly what that temperature is. Otherwise, that plastic's gonna melt pretty fast, you know. So if you want to get a little hotter, just hold it a little closer. And you can see the solder melting. You see it? And I really want to melt the end post. You see the end post, and I'm just going to push down a little bit. There. Well, That's pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't really want to do a whole lot here. I really just want to... So that's pretty good. Alright, let's see how this looks. That's not good. That's so off. I thought it chipped it. Alright, so let's heat the sucker up again, and then let's see if we can push it back a little bit. So you're looking for the solder to kind of turn shiny a little bit, then you know that it's my board holder just with the shit again. And then this end here is actually buckling up a little bit, so that needs to be heated a little bit more. There it goes. Now it's shiny. I should be able to nudge it just a little bit now. Goes. Goes. That might be a little... Actually, that's not. I don't think that's bad, actually, is it? No. Okay. Alright, that should be good. So let's take a look at it, and then we're going to touch it up with our iron. Alright, that's pretty good. So you really want to do this otherwise it's just not, the ends are not going to hold tight and stuff like that. So now we can touch it up with our iron while it's still hot. And I'm just going to do the end post, and then I'm going to use my tweezers to get each pad. So now I can just go like that. That's pretty tight. I mean, it's already pretty tight, but this is really the only way to get the ends tight. Otherwise, you're going to run into some problems. Ugh. Okay, so that's pretty good. I mean, it's already pretty tight, but again, just want to get a nice little shiny end to it. Yes, yeah, that's good. Now let's get our tweezers out and so we're going to zoom in really close now. And as you can see, it's popping up just a little bit. So while it's still hot, you won't be able to do this with cheap tweezers, definitely. So just watch and be amazed. So I just kind of push the pin, open my tweezers just slightly, so that'll get a solder right at the tip of it. And once the solder is at the right temperature, then it'll be easy. And this is gonna be the hard part because this is really tight. So I'll just leave this actually, and I'll come back to it with my pencil. And you really just want to see a nice little shiny joint. And if it gets black at the end of your tweezers, then just get some new solder. And these are 0.3 millimeter tips here. 0.1 millimeter may work as well, but I just so I think I might just have to do some of these with my pencil because it's tight fit. This side's a little bit easier. That side's got the black stuff all over it though. But I really do hate this repair. This is one of my I think I just took a component away. That's the other problem with it. So make sure you don't take any components with you. I'll come back to that. Ugh. So I jacked up a few of them, and I'm gonna use my pencil, hopefully to get these back in place. That's the problem with this stupid repair. Hmm. Alright, so let's touch up the ones that look like they're not great. Alright, those all look good. So I'm actually going to clean this black stuff off the suit. Alright, so let's just make sure everything is good on this side first, and we'll just go through it with our tweezers here. Just want to make sure you don't see anything wiggle. Okay, that's solid. And then this side, I'm missing a bunch, I know that. Remember that we already kind of soldered a little bit already, using the heat. So I'm actually going to get my 1mm now, and hopefully I can get that. Hopefully that'll work a little better. Definitely not the most fun repair. There is. Oh shit. So that one wiggles, that one kind of wiggles, that one's pretty tight. Tight. So 2 and 3. Tight, tight, wiggles, a little bit. Tight. Okay, so that one, and then 2, 3. That fourth one is not cooperating for some reason. Let's put a little bit of There you go. I just got a nice blob of solder on it, so that should be pretty good. Nope, still going. What the fuck? Still not content with it, really. Let's find out what's going on here. Must be a ground pin. It's down to one pin now. I'd like nothing more than to see a really shiny pin. Dang it. I think we're good. Final result. So I'm actually going to use some heat to get some of these components back in place. And this will also help with the connector. You know what? I see a pin right there that doesn't look too good. So touch that back up. That's pretty strong. All good. We're good. That's really about it. Just clean this up right now, get all the flux off, and I'm actually gonna look at the beginning of this video, make sure I didn't remove one of these components here. Two missing here. So long as that checks out, then I think we're gonna be good. That's it, really. I'll power it on so you guys can see it. Alright, so this thing works fine. I'm not gonna go. I don't have the power thing connected, right, the power flex connector right now, but you can see that this works fine. So come on to see it. Alright, anyways, it works. Alright, good to go. Alright.